It's totally Christmas out here. Yeah, everyone looks so giddy. It's annoying. Hey, watch your language. But hey, this eve might not be so bad if you're sticking with me all night. Of course, but we have work tomorrow, so let's take it easy on the drinks. December 24th. I'm Tomoki Kase, heading out on Christmas Eve with my best friend. My best friend looks annoyed at the festive mood, but deep down, he seems kinda happy. To us working adults, Eve is just another weekday night. Right? The bank doesn't close just for Christmas. I work at Lovekoi Bank, and this is my colleague and best friend Atsushi Masukawa. We have work today and tomorrow, but we're going out for a drink anyway. But isn't this a special day for you? Are you really okay spending it with me? That's my line. Couples go crazy tonight, yet you're with me instead of your girlfriend? Smirking, that's Atsushi Masukawa, or Akkun. We've been together since high school, so we're close. Don't make that creepy face. People are already staring at us. You still care about that? Everyone just looks that way because it's Eve. It's a buff. We joked that it was probably more of a debuff as we walked. Huh? Kyoko? What are you doing here? I bumped into a familiar face and froze in shock. She's my girlfriend, 1 year younger, Kyoko Usoyama. Being with a man on Eve, the meaning was clear, and she turned pale.
No, he's just a colleague from work.
Do women these days lock arms with just colleagues?
Huh?
Her eyes were darting around. It was obvious she was looking for an excuse. Furthermore, Kyoko, are you telling me you weren't single? As if. She's my best friend's girlfriend. The audacity. Judging by your reaction, you didn't know. No. Actually, I just transferred to her company last month. She confessed to me. I refused once, but she was persistent, so we just started dating. Naturally, this was a bolt from the blue for me, her boyfriend. We met a year ago when I went to see a movie alone and happened to sit near her.
I'm sorry, I can't stop.
She was weeping at the movie, desperately trying to stifle her sobs so as not to bother me. I found that incredibly endearing. After the movie, I naturally struck up a conversation. That's how it started. I never imagined a girl like that would cheat on me. I am so sorry. I had no idea she was seeing someone. The man bowed his head, looking genuinely apologetic. He was polite and even gave me his card. His name was Kyosuke Fuyuno, and it seems he really works at the same company as Kyoko. A business card? Huh. Is he saying, please sue me for alimony? Akkun, don't say that. He doesn't look like he's lying. Kyoko, you were the one who said you were spending Eve with friends, right? He says you approached him and you're dating. What does that mean?
No, I was just confused. Since it's Christmas, I thought maybe...
Her excuse made no sense. Because it's Christmas? What does that even mean? Not just me, but even her affair partner looked totally turned off. I get it. You got carried away by Christmas and cheated. In that case, I have nothing left to say. Besides, I have important plans today with Akkun. Let's go.
Oh, wait a minute! Tomoki!
I heard Kyoko trying to stop me, but I didn't look back. It was the first time since we met that I'd been so cold to her. Are you sure? You could settle things properly right now. No, judging by her state, a proper discussion would take too long. I'll contact her later. To repeat myself, Kyoko was the one who suggested seeing friends today. But even if she hadn't said that, I planned to have our Christmas date on the 25th anyway. Because... Come on, it's your birthday. It's cold, and I'm hungry. Let's get to the shop. Sheesh, that could have waited. That's right, today is Christmas Eve, but it's also Atsushi Masakawa's 27th birthday. Grateful that my best friend chose to spend his day drinking with me, I switched gears and headed to the shop with Akun. We arrived at a stylish cafe bar. It's my first time here, but Akun has been a few times. It's stylish. I can't believe you know a place like this. As expected of Akun. Well, yeah. Since you said you'd drink with me on my birthday, I looked for a place. I heard Akun was raised by a single father until junior high. Living as two men, they apparently always combined Christmas and his birthday celebrations. He had girlfriends in high school, but apparently it was the same back then too. I'm not that interested in Christmas. Your birthday is much more important to me. I'd rather celebrate the birth of my best friend, who has always been with me, than the birth of Jesus, who I've never met. I told him that a week ago. He looked embarrassed, frowning, but clearly happy. I didn't expect him to offer to find the shop himself, but maybe that shows how happy he was. Just as I was thinking how nice that was.
So, it's your birthday. Congratulations.
Why are you here? Surprisingly, Kyosuke, who had chased after us in a panic, was sitting at a nearby seat. Kyoko wasn't with him. Apparently, he got disgusted and pushed her away.
I followed you because I wanted to apologize to you, Tomoki.
Is he polite or just brazen? I can't tell. You don't need to apologize. You didn't look like you were lying. You gave me your card, bowed your head, and even chased us here to apologize. Seeing how many times you've apologized since getting here, I believe you really didn't know Kyoko had a boyfriend.
Thank goodness. I thought you wouldn't believe me.
Oh, you get it, don't you? Just so you know, I'm still keeping an eye on you. Jeez, and here Tomoki was supposed to be celebrating my birthday. Akun started muttering under his breath and drinking. Don't sulk like that, Akun. I ain't sulking. Besides, he chased us down even though he thought we wouldn't believe him. He could have just gone home. Doesn't that make him a sincere, good person? I'm sure he was charming enough that Kyoko wanted to cheat.
Tomoki.
I don't like speculating, but that must be it. He's gentle, sincere, and has a soft vibe. A real handsome guy. Well, if I were a woman dating Tomoki, I wouldn't think of cheating with this guy. He probably said that because we've known each other so long. I swallowed the words I was about to say, happy with Akun's clumsy kindness.
I see. So, Tomoki dedicated this special Eve night to celebrate his best friend Akun's birthday. I'm moved.
Hey, don't call me Akun.
But that's the only name I've heard Tomoki call you.
Kuh, it's Masukawa. Call me Masukawa.
I'll celebrate too, Akun.
Listen when I talk to you. Somehow, I felt like these two would get along, and I started feeling happy even in this situation. What's wrong? What should I do about the restaurant reservation for tomorrow? I remembered I had booked a pretty nice restaurant since she was looking forward to Christmas.
Oh, if that's the case, please let me introduce you to someone nice.
And so, the next day, I arrived at the restaurant I had reserved as planned. By the way, I got a crying call from Kyoko again after I got home yesterday. I'm sorry, I can't forgive cheating. Let's break up. I told her that clearly and welcomed today.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me today.
Nice to meet you. She's beautiful. A stunningly beautiful woman with a modest smile. She's the woman who was introduced to me. Her name is Shiho. Hey, introduce? What kind of woman are you planning to introduce?
Huh? Why are you asking, Akun? I'm introducing her to Tomoki. So, Tomoki, I'll confirm with her right now. Can I get your contact info?
And just like that, Kyosuke went home in high spirits yesterday. Hey, Tomoki, if she's suspicious, make sure you refuse. Akun was worried as usual, but I got a message from Kyosuke later and accepted it since it was a good opportunity. I didn't expect such a beauty to show up. Thank you for agreeing to come despite the sudden notice.
No problem. I didn't have any plans and I heard the story.
Even the way she bowed was beautiful. I almost found myself staring.
Besides, I don't have a boyfriend to spend Christmas with anyway.
Just as I thought she was mature and beautiful, she puffed out her cheeks slightly. I didn't sense any artifice, probably because her movements were so modest. Cute, too cute. I might have been introduced to someone incredible. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I know. You're very honest. Just like Kyosuke said. I think that's wonderful.
Beauty, cuteness, and innocence all mixed together. That was my first impression of her.
Actually, I work as a CPA. When I was studying for the exams, I was desperate. The man I was dating at the time told me, not getting excited for Christmas shows you have zero femininity.
A certified public accountant is a professional in accounting. The pass rate is around 10%, making it a difficult exam. To say that to someone working so hard, what a terrible man.
It was your best friend's birthday yesterday, right? I heard you planned to spend Eve together.
Yes, to me, celebrating an important person's birthday is higher priority than Christmas.
I understand. I don't really like the pressure that you must be with a lover on Christmas.
Terms like lonely Christmas aren't good either. Being alone on Christmas depends on how you spend it. The awkwardness lasted only a split second. Before we knew it, we were talking about everything. Work, hobbies, we never ran out of things to say, and the fun time flew by. Meanwhile, in the city where light snow was falling. Ugh.
Oh,
Akun, bundled up against the cold, ran into Kyosuke.
we're meeting every day. It must be fate.
I didn't ask for this. Atsushi, with his prickly attitude, and Kyosuke with his soft smile. Is it just me, or are sparks flying?
Are you alone in a place like this?
If you hadn't introduced that woman to Tomoki, I'd be with him right now. Is that so bad? Besides, you're alone too.
I have an errand. I'm planning to go pick up Tomoki and the others.
Huh? Why would you?
Why, you ask? The person I introduced is my sister.
Huh? Yes, I forgot to mention. Shiho's full name is Shiho Fuyuno. She's Kyosuke's older sister. Why, you? Why did you casually introduce your own sister?
Was that bad? Tomoki is a really good guy, so I thought I wanted to introduce my sister to him. Besides, if things work out between them, I'll be Tomoki's brother-in-law.
I knew that was your aim. Kyosuke was fascinated by me despite us just meeting, according to Akun. That's why he was wary.
Haha, if you're so frustrated, you should introduce someone close to you too. Though, I doubt anyone can beat my sister easily.
Darn you. Don't forget, you hurt Tomoki. With that, the two walked noisily together, getting along, or maybe not. They seemed to be heading the same way. Don't follow me.
You're the one following me, Akun.
Just as Akun sighed, realizing this guy had stopped using polite language.
Kyosuke?
Akun held his head in his hands at the appearance of yet another unwanted person.
Everything was delicious. I'm sorry you even treated me.
Not at all. You really helped me out just by coming, so please don't worry about it. Besides, I had a really fun time. Leaving the shop, the temperature difference made me shiver, but my heart was warm. My heart filled with the time spent with Shiho. I was just happy to have met her.
Thank you. But please let me say this again. I'm really sorry for the trouble my brother caused. He said he was saved by your kindness. But that's exactly why he feels guilty. He regrets what he did, even though he didn't know.
Shiho apologized many times during the meal. Her feelings have already been conveyed enough. Thinking the Christmas street noise was unusually loud, I answered. I understand Kyosuke's regret and your feelings perfectly, so this time... Hey, you're loud. What are you two doing there? You're being a nuisance.
Oh, Tomoki, sis.
You finally came out, Tomoki. Let's go home. This guy is so annoying. The ones grappling and arguing were Akun and Kyosuke. The noise was their fault. I hurriedly separated them and asked what was going on. This happened while we were still enjoying our meal, about 10 minutes ago.
Kyosuke, why are you here?
They ran into Kayoko. She was standing in front of the shop we were in.
Just here to pick up my sister. Well, not just her. More importantly, why are you here?
Well, I was waiting for someone.
It's useless to play dumb. Someone? That's Tomoki, isn't it?
Huh?
You were supposed to have a Christmas date with Tomoki here today, right? You cheated and got dumped, so why are you here?
He wasn't at home, so I thought he might be here.
Home, huh? Well, I figured.
Huh? You knew?
Kayoko looked confused by his meaningful tone, but Akun didn't care and kept talking. Besides, I'm not asking about that. I'm asking why you're trying to get near Tomoki after you cheated on him.
That's none of your business. Don't interfere with me and Tomoki.
Huh?
And what's your deal anyway? You made Tomoki celebrate your birthday yesterday too, didn't you? Monopolizing my boyfriend on a special day like Christmas Eve.
That's a ridiculous accusation. Who was the one who cheated on that special day in the first place?
That's because you were there, so Tomoki wouldn't listen. Tomoki is kind. If I talk to him and apologize properly, I'm sure he'll forgive me, so...
I'm not one to talk, but you don't get to say that after cheating, do you? You had such a kind and sincere boyfriend, so I completely fail to understand why you tried to have a fling with me. Thanks to that, I ended up hurting such a wonderful person. I resent you for that.
No, Tomoki is kind. I thought we would be together in the future. I just thought it would be okay to have a little fun before marriage, that's all.
I see. So you were playing me too. Everyone spends and enjoys seasonal events differently. Some prioritize work. Some decide to spend it with family every year. Everyone spends it according to their own life. You should stop forcing your values of how Christmas should be onto others.
I agree with you this time. I won't let anyone say celebrating a friend's birthday on Christmas is wrong. Don't deny the choice Tomoki made to celebrate me. Apparently, Kyoko ran away after being threatened by two handsome men. So that's what happened. Thanks for chasing her away, you two.
No problem. It was partly my fault anyway. Sis, did you have fun?
Yes, he was a very sincere and kind person. Just like you said, Kyosuke, I had fun.
Standing side by side, they really are a beautiful brother and sister duo. Hey, Tomoki. What is it, Atsushi? Take my sister. She's guaranteed to grow up into a great woman. Right. Are you trying to make me a criminal? Note, Atsushi Masukawa was raised by a single father until 15. His father remarried. He has a much younger half-sister who turns 12 this year. I'll keep her entertained until she's an adult. That's not the problem.
Akun is just jealous that Tomoki and I might become brothers-in-law.
Hey, shut your mouth. But brothers-in-law? No, we just met today. Feeling embarrassed, I glanced at Shiho, and she gave me a soft smile. What is that look on your face? Just as I was thinking what an incredible pair of siblings they were, Akun's expression went blank. Sorry, Tomoki. Something came up, so I'm heading home first. Also, take this. She's been waiting for you forever, so you should go to a second place together. Akun pressed something into my hand and turned on his heel. Did he come just to give me this? Akun, see you at work tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Chris. Have a good night. He spoke in his usual light tone and walked away, waving without looking back.
He has to come back if I wait here.
Maybe her hands were numb from the cold, but she was fumbling, trying to put the key in the hole. She thought it was her house, but it wasn't. This is.
I knew we'd live together soon, so I'm glad I made a spare key.
Right. It's not her house, it's mine. She probably slipped past the auto lock when another resident entered.
Huh? That's weird. The key won't go in. That can't be.
She ordered a copy from a locksmith, so it should work, but no matter how much she checked, the key wouldn't fit. What are you doing here?
Why are you here again?
Surprisingly, Atsushi Masukawa was the one standing there, flustered by his unexpected arrival. She accidentally dropped the spare key she was holding. Is that a spare key? Then go ahead and enter. Don't just stand there, open it.
That's what I intend to do right now.
Kyoko mumbled and tried to use the key again in a panic, but... it won't open. Stop rattling it. You'll break the door. Akun spoke calmly, as if he knew it wouldn't open. Kyoko glared back at him with unusually rebellious eyes.
What is your problem? Leave me alone. I just want to talk to Tomoki properly again. Don't get in my way.
She yelled emotionally with tears in her eyes. I know this side of her well. She was always a woman who got emotional easily. Shh, you're annoying the neighbors. Know your place.
Huh?
He put a finger to his lips and looked down at her with cold eyes. Just so you know, I don't care about you. I'm doing this for Tomoki. Don't misunderstand. And that key, you made it yourself without asking, didn't you? Yes, I never gave her a spare key. We never talked about living together, let alone marriage. You said you wanted to play around before marriage, but did Tomoki ever mention marriage?
Today is our 1-year anniversary. So a proposal wouldn't be strange.
You have quite the imagination. You're just assuming that on your own. Because it's Christmas, because it's an anniversary, you expect him to do something special. People like you make me sick. You expect everything from your partner, but don't do anything yourself.
But Tomoki was always kind. He forgave everything.
Yeah, Tomoki is a kind guy, a cool guy who can cry for a friend. That's why I will thoroughly eliminate anyone who hurts him and makes him cry.
Wait, come to think of it, how did he know I came here?
When that question crossed her mind, she suddenly shivered. She ran away with a look on her face, as if she had seen a ghost. Hey, Tomoki, why are you crying? A memory that remains in Akun's heart, the morning after his dog died in high school. I'll cry for you, because we're friends. Cry and cry, carve into your heart that she was important. And then, let's laugh and live together, Akun. It was my 17th birthday. I didn't care about that. I just cried for Akun's heart. I'm pretty twisted too, but I'll do anything to protect Tomoki. Displayed on his smartphone was the footage from the security camera at the entrance of this apartment. Yes, this apartment is owned by his father. As his son, his wishes are respected to some extent. After chasing Kayoko away from the shop, he predicted she would come here and check the footage. Whether she made a spare key was a gamble, but I was right to ask for the lock change. Around that time, as for me and the Fiuno siblings...
By the way, Tomoki, what did Akun give you earlier?
Oh, this? It's a new key. Akun told me yesterday he was going to change the lock on my room. Crime prevention, he said. It's dangerous lately. He covered the cost, and the work was finished during the day on the 25th. The building I live in is owned by Akun's father. I exchanged those messages with Akun on Christmas Eve. Trusting him, I accepted without suspicion.
Akun really is a man you can't let your guard down around.
Well, as for what happened to Kayoko Usoyama after that...
This wasn't supposed to happen. I needed Tomoki.
She screamed emotionally in her room, punching her pillow. She always had intense mood swings, and I was told it was due to hormonal balance from PMS. Thinking it was just how female bodies work, I always stayed close and kind to her. But cheating was not something I could forgive, and...
I hate it. I hate everything. I want to disappear, Tomoki.
Her premenstrual instability seemed to worsen after I left. She became unable to go to work during her period and started taking days off. She didn't feel like going to the hospital to improve it. Gradually, her reputation at the company suffered, and she was eventually fired for continued unexcused absences. She continues to spend her days looking back on those times, her heart unable to dance, even for events she used to call special.
Tomoki, I'm always sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. I want to study and support you regarding how your body works. I rubbed her back many times, even when she lashed out, and I forgave her. I heard later that when we met at the movie theater, it was also a time when she was emotionally unstable and prone to tears. But I, who continued to support her, am no longer there. I just hope someone appears who can support her in the future. Now, as for us since then, Shiho.
Tomoki, sorry to keep you waiting. Did you wait long?
No, I just got here. Christmas passed, the snow melted, and it became April. On this warm spring day, I met Shiho for the first time in a while. By the way, Shiho and I have been slowly getting to know each other since then, building our relationship.
I'm sorry. Even though it was your birthday in February, I was too busy with work to see you.
Shiho is involved in accounting for large corporations as a CPA. January to March is their busiest season. I know you were working hard, Shiho, and you gave me a celebratory call, didn't you? When I smiled and said that, Shiho looked relieved and smiled softly.
Right. Thank you. You've always been that kind of person, Tomoki.
Besides, on my birthday, Akun and Kyosuke came to my house to celebrate. I was surprised to find Akun already in my room when I woke up. He said it was a surprise. When Kyosuke arrived later, they started arguing about something.
I can imagine. You're so popular, Tomoki. But I'm a little jealous that Masukawa has a spare key.
Huh? A spare key? I didn't give him one.
But you just said Akun was already there when you woke up.
Come to think of it, how did he get in?
Let's think about that later.
Agreed. We decided to stop thinking. We plan to confirm this with Akun immediately after this.
So, can I throw a very late birthday party just for the two of us today? The present is me. Just kidding.
Christmas, birthdays, there are many special events in a year. It's good to cherish those days, but there are no rules saying you must do this or that. Because if you live every day earnestly, a special yet ordinary day will suddenly arrive. I received a confession from Shiho after this, making this day more important than Christmas. Someone you want to make happy, even if it means sacrificing everyone else. I had someone like that in my life. Yuto, let's go back and play games.
Yuto, it's raining. I didn't bring an umbrella.
Oh, I brought one, so it's fine. Let's go together. Takuya Sakaki and Mayu Hanazawa. These were my best friends. We met in high school. At this point, I couldn't remember how, but we became friends.
Yuto, isn't Takuya the worst? He's so mean.
Idiot. I'm nice to Yuto, because we're best friends.
Yuto is my best friend too. Also, if you have an umbrella, use your own.
They were my best friends. When was it that I realized they liked each other? I'd like it better if you two were friends. Takuya, you should be nicer to girls. Oof. I can't say anything if you say that.
Yuto is so nice. I think it's amazing.
She liked guys that were a little playful rather than guys that were just nice. But it was that easy to get my hopes up. I decided to store the feelings I had for you deep inside. We're gonna play games, right? There's a new one. Yeah, of course. We went to the same college. We were in different majors, but we tried to spend time together. Yuto, we're dating.
We're still best friends though, all of us.
Of course. Congrats. You two look good together. Eventually, they told me the news. The feelings I had stored inside shook violently and painfully. But
I wish you were a little nicer to me.
I'm nice enough. I loved the smile Mayu would flash at Takuya. I wanted her to smile forever. If the two of them are happy, this is the best case scenario. If I can stay friends with them, I should be happy. I ignored the part of me that hurt and trusted in those feelings. My name is Yuto Kiritani, 21. I truly cared about my two friends. But I didn't want to interrupt their time together as a couple. Since high school, we had been spending Christmases together. This year, I put in a shift in my part-time job. We started spending less and less time together as the three of us. I focused on job hunting to distract myself from the loneliness. It was almost graduation. It was a rainy night. Mayu?
Yuto?
She was crying. She didn't have an umbrella on this rainy day. She walked alone. What's wrong?
I forgot my umbrella.
She tried to laugh it off. Maybe she thought I wouldn't be able to tell if she was crying in the rain. Yeah, you never carried an umbrella. It's been raining since morning, I told her and handed her an umbrella, but the rain continued to stream down her face.
You always put me under your umbrella.
The past wasn't so far back. The memories came back vividly. Things were different from when the three of us were close. I'll always lend you mine if you need it. I smiled, but I was worried. She saw my face and the feeling she had been holding back came bursting out.
Thank you.
Mayu started sobbing. I hit her with my umbrella so people wouldn't see her. I had bought this large umbrella a few years ago to share with my friends that never had one. I had kept using it because I couldn't let go of the past. I was a bit grateful to my weak self now. I thought she'd get a cold, so I took her somewhere.
Well, I never thought you would come in here at this hour. This is cheating.
Aren't you cheating? What are you doing?
My burying ritual. You should do this when you get stuck with ideas.
I've been her brother for 23 years and was learning about this weird ritual for the first time. Am I the only one who thinks that it goes against the laws of nature that her whole body fits in this pot? This kind of entrance would only happen in the Lovekoi world. The girl with blonde hair and black glasses was my older sister, Rumi Kiritani. At 28 years old, she ran a co-working space with a cafe and worked freelance.
Still, you surprised me. You're coming in here with a girl soaked in rain. Here, some cocoa.
Co-working means the same thing in Japanese. Co-working spaces in Japan have desks, meeting rooms, and fast Wi-Fi. It's a space for freelance workers, business owners, and employees. Mayu changed into the clothes my sister had lent her. She sipped the warm cocoa and sighed. Are you feeling calmer?
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry to trouble Rumi too.
It's fine. I came here a lot during college. My sister remembers you too. In high school, the three of us came here often to study for tests. When the two of them started dating, I came here by myself to interact with people. Can I ask why you were crying?
Yeah, you know.
What? There was a long silence after Mayu told me, but this was all I could think to say. Who could believe it? Takuya had been cheating on Mayu.
Takuya told me he couldn't see me for a while because he had a cold. Takuya's been living alone for about 4 years. But he can't cook, so I was worried. I went to see how he was, but when I got to his place...
What? Mayu? Why are you here?
What do you mean? I was worried because you said you were sick. Who is that?
Can't you tell?
You're the worst. You lied that you were sick. Why did you do this?
Shut up. Just go home. So, you just ran out in the rain?
Yeah, sorry. You two are best friends. I know you want to stay close to him, but...
What are you saying? You're also an important... I should have just said friend, but the word got stuck. Person I love. These words came up and got in the way.
Yuto?
I'm sorry. I'm just so angry. I can't forgive him for lying to you, hurting you, letting you get hit by the rain.
Yuto! Yuto!
Now that I thought about it, Takuya had changed recently. He hadn't been talking about games to me like he used to.
He's been trying to contact me. I think he's gonna go to my house later.
Was he trying to make excuses? Takuya was trying to talk to Mayu without even considering how she might feel.
I'm sorry, Yuto. I think I'll talk to him. This isn't just our problem, it involves you too. We were all friends.
Don't worry about that. You've been hurt. Take care of yourself. My sister and I suggested something. She nodded. The following day, I contacted Takuya and met him in our university plaza. Takuya, long time no see. We haven't seen each other in a while. How have you been? Well, I'm good. Huh? You don't look good. Whatever. Do you know how Mayu's doing? I've been trying to reach her, but I can't. If Mayu had contacted me, wouldn't he think that I knew about the cheating too? I don't know. Did you two fight? I pretended not to know to see what he would say. To me, Takuya was also a friend. I wanted to hear what he had to say too. Oh yeah, we did. We were together last night, but we got into a fight. It was a pointless one. She kept hitting me with the pillow until morning. It's very Mayu, right? Until morning, I see. So you were together until morning and fighting? Yeah, I'm sleep deprived. She's cute, but she's trouble. Has he always been able to lie with a straight face like this? My best friend was lying to me. My best friend looked fine after hurting Mayu. I couldn't handle it anymore. Stop the stupid lies already. What? You were with her yesterday? There's no way. I ran into a crying Mayu yesterday and heard what happened. Huh. What? So you knew? You tricked me. Honestly, I wanted to fight you as soon as I saw you. But I had only heard Mayu's side. I wanted to make my judgment after hearing you out. I grabbed Takuya by his collar. He was taller than me. I clenched my fists and glared at him. You weren't with Mayu until morning. I heard you've been cheating. You brought another woman to your place and lied to Mayu that you were sick. Were you with Mayu last night? You made her ignore my calls and hid it from me. I told you, I ran into her. Mayu was crying and walking around at night alone. Mayu didn't answer because she didn't want to. I didn't say anything. What are you doing? Why did you hurt Mayu? I wasn't trying to. I didn't think Mayu would come over yesterday. That's not what I meant. We both know. Mayu is not the type to leave you alone when she knows you might be sick and in pain. I know. I feel bad. I still really love her. Please. Will you let me talk to her? I'll apologize. It was unfortunate timing that my memories with Takuya started flooding my head now. Give me your number. I have this dream. I want you to see the game I make too. You like this, right? Let's drink some together. How did you know that I like her? Even though we were fighting for the first time, all the memories that were coming back were annoyingly good ones. I had shoved down my own feelings to wish for their happiness. I didn't want to believe that he had cheated. But I couldn't forget her face when she was crying in the rain. I had never seen her like that before.
Yuto, I'm sorry. It's my fault. We were all best friends.
Even when she was hurt, she was crying because she was worried about our friendship. I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't forgive it either. These feelings were tearing me apart. I can't do that. I'm going to make Mayu happy. What? You. What does that mean? It means what it means. I looked at Takuya with conviction. I think he knew how I felt when he saw my eyes. Takuya became furious and grabbed me. Did you have feelings for Mayu? You've been lying to me too. Yeah, I thought it was fine if you two were happy. Huh, what the hell? Do you think you gave her to me? You just felt like you couldn't beat me and got scared. And now as soon as I make a mistake, you're gonna try and take her? You're so slimy. Say what you want. I'll never make her cry like that. How dare you? I'll never let you have Mayu. Never. It was a blowout fight. We were both being honest and not backing down. Takuya pushed me away and left.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I'm fine. Wait, you're...
It's been a while. I'll hear you out if you want.
He was kind, but all I could feel was the throbbing pain in my chest. A week passed without any contact with Takuya. Thank you for letting Mayu stay here these past few days.
It's nothing. Mayu is a good girl, and I feel like I have a little sister.
That one rainy night, Mayu didn't go home and stayed at my sister's place. Mayu had said she didn't know what to do if Takuya came to her house, so we wanted to protect her. But if it were my house or a hotel, it might look like she was cheating or something, so we decided on this.
I heard that he hasn't been going to classes recently. A student that comes in often told me.
I see. I haven't been talking to him, so I don't know what he's been up to. A lot of people came to co-working spaces. It's also a space for student entrepreneurs and business owners to mingle. My sister had a lot of different sources because of it.
I heard they saw him walking around at night with a woman, but they're just rumors. But there was one rumor that stuck out.
Stuck out? I was spiraling through all my thoughts again this day. It's cold when the sun goes down. Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
I lost contact with the person I thought I'd be friends with forever. A month passed. Mayu slowly started smiling again. She had decided to face Takuya and messaged him, but he left her on red. He wouldn't answer her calls or call her back. Their love and our three-way friendship might just fade away. I felt a hopeless sadness and headed to the co-working space. Mayu.
What? Takuya?
It was Takuya who appeared in front of us. He had been waiting on this path to run into her. Mayu, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake in the moment. You're the one I love. That hasn't changed. He hadn't talked to her this whole time. She must be in shock hearing this after not hearing from him. Mayu looked like she was feeling a mix of emotions.
What in the hell? Why do you lie like that?
I'm not lying. You're the only one for me. Trust me.
I did trust you. But you didn't trust me, did you? Lately, you stopped talking about your dreams all of a sudden. You wouldn't talk to me about the future either.
Mayu was blunt. Takuya fell silent. He looked like he knew what she was talking about. Takuya, you didn't cheat for no reason, did you? Huh? Stop saying random garbage. Cheating was just a one-time mistake. You're lying. You're not like that. Why won't you tell us the truth? Putting me aside, I'm sure there was something you needed to say to Mayu, your friend and your girlfriend. You had a dream. Why did you stop talking about it? When I asked you about job hunting, you laughed it off and you cheated on her. I know why. Why? What do you mean? What stuck out to you?
Yuto, hear me out. A lot of different people come here. Student entrepreneurs, business owners without offices, CEOs. Occasionally very strange ladies, recently. I'm sure you know this, but young, handsome guys usually want to work at nice companies, right? I'm sure each person has their own circumstances, but honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I'm obsessed with how young, cute little boys desperately try to get my attention. It just makes me want to hear them out. I can connect them to my daddy, so they keep coming. Especially the ones that have girlfriends that do this because they have to. It's such a guilty pleasure. There are some really awful girls out there. And that girl told me the name of her favorite boy. I think Takia is trying to get a job by having that sort of relationship with women.
What? I had accidentally found out about this truth. Takuya had been cheating to find a job. You gave up on working hard to find a job and tried to get one by cheating on your girlfriend. You're half right. Takuya spoke listlessly. There was sadness in his sharp gaze. You got an offer from Lovekoi Bank, a company I could never work for. I had a best friend like that, and I failed at finding a job while I was wondering what to do. I was embarrassed. At this rate, Mayu was gonna choose you someday. I became scared. I was finally able to hear the truth from him, but it was too late. You didn't want to show Mayu your uncool side. That's why you didn't tell her about your job hunt or your worries. You couldn't. I was going to lose to a guy who could only think to protect Mayu by cheating on her. His own future and his future with Mayu. When he put those on a scale, he couldn't decide what was important. He kept failing at finding a job and chose to cheat on his girlfriend to get an offer. That was his choice and his weakness.
Takia, I wanted you to tell me. I wanted to think through it all together. How can we keep being together? I thought what really mattered was how we supported each other when we struggled.
Mayu, for our future, for you.
You cheated for my sake? Don't be stupid. Even if you failed to find a job, if you just went after your dreams, I would have liked that Takia much more. The choice you made on your own, I don't think I can accept it. So I can't be your girlfriend anymore. Let's break up.
Her voice shook a little, but she spoke clearly. She looked like she had made her choice. What? Why did I do those things then? Takuya spoke so quietly, it was barely a whisper. Mayu and I looked at each other. But we couldn't find the words to say, so we left. A few days later, Takuya's mistress, aka the heiress of some big company, Fua Nakagawa. She was in a meeting room with Takuya.
What's wrong, Takuya? You're quiet today. Are you nervous?
No, I need to tell you something.
What is it?
Today will be the last day we see each other.
What? I don't get it. You know what will happen if you say that, don't you? The chance to do fun things with a beautiful lady like me. Your job offer from a big company that would make anyone jealous. All of it will disappear, you know?
Yes. I don't need those things anymore. Takuya put on a smile, but his eyes were empty. I think even Fua realized he was being serious.
Did that insane girlfriend of yours dump you? She did see us together, didn't she? I feel bad, but her voice and her face when she was sad, oh, I had shivers down my spine.
Stop insulting her.
You're one to talk, aren't you? Cheating is the worst insult of all. You can't get a job unless you do things like this. That just proves your worth.
You're right, I think so too. Takuya knew that Mayu wouldn't come back even if he did this. Still, he wanted to finish what he had started and turn down the job offer.
I guess you weren't the worst. I mean, you were my brother's best friend at one point.
You're Yuto's big sister, right?
Yes, I'm Rumi Kiritani. I remember you too. Yuto brought you over a lot in high school.
The meeting room that Fua and Takuya were talking in. It was in my sister's co-working place.
Miss Nakagawa thinks she's a princess. She was pouting when she left. That's how I knew you actually cut things off with her. You fell for her sweet fate and tried to get a job the wrong way. That's your own weakness. Don't ever think that you cheated on Mayu for her sake.
Okay, I will live the rest of my life knowing I hurt Mayu. Good luck, was what my sister had said to him. Takuya bowed his head deeply. What happened after? Takuya repented for his actions and turned down his job offer. He started job hunting again to fulfill his dream of becoming a game creator. Wait, do you know Yuto Kiritani?
What? Yes, Yuto is my...
He couldn't say the word friend. He clenched his fists, but he didn't have to say it.
I'm friends with Yuto. I've heard about you. I heard you like games. I heard you're quite good at making them too.
The day that Takuya and I got into a huge fight, and I fell on my butt, this man had held out his hand to me. Kento Kaji. He had gone to my college, and he was the CEO of a game company. He was also a regular at my sister's co-working space. I had met him several times there, and we talked about all sorts of things. So, you're a CEO of a game company? I have this best friend that's amazing at that stuff. He made his own games in high school and always let me play first.
Ooh, that knowledge and skill is compelling. I'd love for him to work for us.
Yes, he's definitely going to be a successful game creator. Back when we were still close friends, I'd told Kento about Takuya. All I had done is talk proudly about my best friend.
I see. I'd love to talk to him if he's that great. It's up to him, though.
I guess I had unknowingly made a sales pitch on Takuya.
Yuto told me that you have the skills. I definitely wanted you to come to us when I heard that.
I see.
Yeah, let's see. What happens from here is up to you.
Yes, sir. Kento knew about what happened between Takuya and me. I don't know if he'll get the job. He had to make the choice to repent and go after his dreams. As for that one woman, Fua Nakagawa had a terrible habit that trapped Takuya too. Due to a report from the outside, there was an investigation, and it was revealed that she had been improperly utilizing her position. She had promised jobs and almost forced people to get into relationships.
Wait, Daddy! Why won't you take my side?
Shut up. I'm over your terrible habits. I'm ashamed. She had taken advantage of her father's position to mess with young men. The rumors spread quickly.
A full-grown adult ruining the lives of young men. Oh, why me?
She brought shame to her father and did whatever she wanted. She couldn't stay in the office anymore, and her dad told her to resign. Then she disappeared. At this point, she could never guess that she'd be the one being fooled by young men later. Yuto, I think I'm in trouble for the next final. Help me.
Fine, I'll teach you.
You always get bad marks. Yuto's gonna help, so I'm fine. Those fond memories were still crisp in my mind, but the three of us never hung out again. After college, I never saw Takuya. Each of us moved forward on our own paths.
I guess it isn't common sense to talk to your partner about your anxieties. Protecting people and trusting them, it's all vague. You could lose everything with one mistake.
Yeah, dreams are reality. I guess people get confused when they have to make decisions. After all that, I had told Mayu that I always liked her. She accepted my feelings. But for now, we decided to stay friends. We're not dating. I just decided to protect her and make her happy. We didn't know yet that in 2 years, we would finally be lovers. Oh, I got a text. I saw the impersonal yet sweet message from a friend. I felt myself smiling. Look, it's been a few years. Be the first to play, and let me know what you think. Takuya. He's working really hard. I gotta step it up too. I heard there's gonna be a new game coming out. I saw an ad.
Really? We have to play it.
Sometimes people make mistakes because the choice is so important. They lose sight. Do you choose your dream? Or the person you love? I'm sure he's not the only one that felt lost. I should have let her under my umbrella at least once. Mayu didn't know that I was talking to Takuya, but I wanted to hold the three of us together, even if it was behind the scenes. Secretly, I wanted the three of us to laugh together again like back in the day. Time heals. The countdown to the day the three of us laugh together again starts now.
Oi, Nakazato. I want the new mass spectrometer delivered by next month. It'll screw up our research schedule if it's late.
But next month? Delivery alone would take a few months, I think.
A few months? That just means you're incompetent. We've got important research going on here. Can you take responsibility if it's delayed?
I'll try to work something out. My name is Takeharu Nakazato, 25. I work in sales at a scientific equipment trading company. And this guy throwing unreasonable demands at me is Hiroaki Kashiwabara. He's the son of the director at Kashiwabara Life Sciences Institute and a department head. Basically, the young director.
If a major research institute like ours suddenly cuts its contract, that'd be pretty bad for your company's reputation, huh?
Frustrating as it is, the young director's not wrong. And just then, a knock came at the door to the chief's office.
Chief, the specimen we talked about is behaving oddly. Could you come take a look?
With a clack, Rika Haraga poked her head in. She's 24 and a new researcher, but very capable for her age. How do I know that? Because Rika's my girlfriend. We've been together for a year now, and we're close to getting engaged.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you had a guest.
It's fine, not an important one.
Was she interrupting the young director's harassment? Rika has said he'd been hitting on her, and it was a problem. Rika smiled at me. We met through my visits to the institute. The young director watched us silently. I'm sorry, Section Chief Kiguchi. My poor negotiating skills got us stuck with another impossible deadline. After returning to the office, I bowed to my direct supervisor, Section Chief Kiguchi.
Well, I guess it can't be helped. Will you be okay?
I'll try contacting an overseas manufacturer tonight.
Are you okay on the custom paperwork? Want help?
No, I'll be up all night handling the time difference anyway. So I'll have time to draft the documents in between. After that, I pulled several all-nighters coordinating stock and logistics. A few days later, I finally secured the delivery schedule. Once things calmed down, I suddenly wanted to see Rika. And we made a date over the phone.
Actually, that's perfect. I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
Something wrong? You sound a little down.
No. It's nothing really.
She seemed a bit off, but I figured we'd talk it through in person. That was the plan, anyway.
I'm sorry. I want to break up. I'm sorry.
We met after work at a park. She hesitated, but those were the words she finally said. At first, I couldn't even process it. But then the meaning started sinking in. This is a joke, right? We just went ring shopping. We were practically engaged. But Rika silently shook her head.
Please, just don't ask anything. Let's break up.
That night, trying to escape the shock, I downed whiskey at my usual bar. Yo, you look rough. That's not like you. What happened? Botched the contract? I looked up at the voice. It was Ao Kuamura. He's a good-looking guy who recently became a friend of mine. Women never leave him alone. I wish it were just a failed contract. Man, you're really out of it. Alright, spill it. I'll listen. Maybe I just needed someone to vent to. Before I knew it, I had told Ao everything about how Rika broke up with me. So, she just dumps you, huh? Honestly, sounds like she just changed her mind. Maybe got cold feet with the engagement coming up? No way! And lately, she'd been acting strange too. But I didn't know what to do. Want me to look into it for you? She's a researcher at Kashiwabara Life Sciences, right? I've got a media contact that could get me in there. Now that he mentioned it, yeah, Ao is a journalist. Seriously? Please! I'll owe you big time. I'll do anything you ask. Whoa, calm down. But if I don't find anything, you'll drop it, got it? Got it. Then, as thanks, I'll take this drink. You've had more than enough already. Ao snatched my whiskey glass and took a sip with a sly grin. A few days later, I visited Kashiwabara Life Sciences Institute again for work. Would be awkward to run into Rika, but... While measuring the installation space for the new mass spectrometer, I overheard two researchers chatting as they walked by.
Hey, did you hear? The young director's got a new girlfriend.
I know, right? It's Haraga-san.
That name rang a bell, and I instinctively tuned in.
Lucky girl. I was hoping to get with the young director myself.
Eh, not for me. Total mama's boy. And those eyes, ugh.
After finishing the measurements, I walked down the hall, replaying what I just heard. Haraga? It's gotta be Rika, right? But she always said she couldn't stand the young director. I tried calling her out of instinct, but nothing. Maybe she blocked me. Was I really dumb because she started liking someone else? Did she switch to the young director? Damn it. What am I supposed to do? Just then, my phone buzzed. I looked, hoping it was Rika. But it was Ao. Yo, you got a minute? I've got something interesting to tell you. Me too. I heard a rumor Rika's dating the young director now. You heard fast. Yeah. I know about that, but it doesn't seem like it's just a simple rebound. What do you mean? Someone overheard Rika and the young director having an argument. And it wasn't a lover spat or anything like that. Apparently, she straight up said, "Don't lay a finger on Takeharu-san." That means... maybe your hunch was right all along. Let me dig a little deeper. I'll fill you in later at our usual bar. Oh, you're here. A few days later, I headed to the bar where Kuramura had called me, and the moment I arrived, he handed me a stack of papers. Let's get right to it. Here's the investigation report. I'll sum it up for you. The young director apparently had his eye on Rika for a while. There were witnesses of him hitting on her and getting turned down. Rika told me that herself too. But suddenly, they start dating. And then, there are weird arguments happening. In short, there's a good chance Rika's being blackmailed into a relationship with a young director. No way. I won't forgive this. Don't rush. Going up against someone in power means you need weapons. Go in empty-handed, and you'll just get crushed. Even if I get crushed, if I can save Rika. I doubt Rika will want that either. Then what should I do? The clink of ice in the glass echoes. Ao hesitates a little, then finally speaks. There's a secret weapon. Something we might be able to reach, but only if I have your help. What is it? Don't be so vague. If I tell you, you might not trust me anymore. You still want to hear it? I've already decided to trust you, so tell me. Alright, brace yourself. The following Friday, I invited Section Chief Kiguchi to an izakaya, saying I had something to discuss. How do you deal with unreasonable demands back in the day?
I'd say it's okay to just admit when something can't be done.
So, it's about knowing when to let go? Ah, your glass is empty. I kept the conversation light and kept refilling her glass with drinks. But I wasn't there for advice. That wasn't the real reason.
It's not about giving up. The client wants the equipment because they need it, right? So even if the impossible doesn't go through, if you can offer a different benefit, you might still land the contract.
A different benefit. And once Kiguchi was getting nicely tipsy, someone unexpected called out. Hey, Nakazato! What a coincidence! Nice to meet you, I'm Kuramura. A friend of Nakazato's. Can't believe he's drinking with such a lovely lady. You're too good for him.
Oh my. Good evening. You're quite the charmer.
Mind if I join you two for a drink?
But I thought Nakazato had something to discuss today.
Thanks to you, I feel completely refreshed now. Let's just enjoy the evening.
Really? Well then.
Later, Ao contacted me again, and I met him at our usual bar. It had been about a week since that strange little drinking setup. I've got good news and bad news. Good news? I heard that Rika-san is refusing to sleep with him until they're officially engaged. That's definitely good news, but how did you even get the info? A coworker overheard the young director grumbling. That's the source. As for bad news, apparently the formal engagement is happening soon. What should I do? There's one more thing. A big one. We've confirmed that lead we talked about. So that means... yeah, we've got our weapon. Time to strike back. And then, the day arrived. According to Ao's intel, the young director was planning to propose to Rika at a fancy restaurant. Hard to believe he even nailed the time and place. But would they really show up? And then, sure enough, the young director appeared at the entrance, smiling smugly. Falling a bit behind, a woman walked with her head down. It was definitely Rika. Dressed up nicely, but clearly uncomfortable. They're here. I nearly stood up but forced myself to hold back. I wanted to use the weapon we prepared right away, but Ao wasn't here yet. Whatever you do, don't jump the gun. Wait for me to get there. That's what Ao had said, and by now, he should have already arrived. As I thought that, the young director and Rika took their seats. Luckily, it was a spot I could observe clearly from my own seats.
Chief, can't we stop this already?
Rika finally spoke, her voice laced with exhaustion.
Even if you force me like this, you'll never win my heart.
Who knows? I'm patient. You'll learn to love me in time.
You really believe that?
Of course. I've got money and power.
You think that's enough to get everything?
Who knows? But I intend to have it all. And right now, that includes you, the woman who kept rejecting my advances.
You're only forcing me by threatening to ruin Takeharu.
And I can do that because I have power? Am I wrong? Cheers to my sharp intuition noticing you two are dating.
What a bastard! I knew he was threatening her, but he's not even trying to hide it. I couldn't help but grit my teeth in anger. Crap. The sound came out louder than expected. I held my breath. No matter what he says, we have a weapon. But just sitting here waiting was driving me mad. And then suddenly, the young director placed an expensive-looking ring carelessly on the table.
Just give in and marry me already.
I can't wait anymore. Unable to take it anymore, I stood up and burst between them. That's enough, Rika. I know everything. You don't have to listen to this guy anymore.
Nakazato! Why the hell are you here? Did you tell him?
No, I didn't say anything.
I didn't need to hear it. I knew something was off when we broke up.
Takeharu!
Damn it! and everything was going perfectly until now. You came here knowing what you were doing, didn't you, Nakazato? Hope you're ready to be crushed.
No, stop! Takaharu, I'm fine. Just apologize to him, otherwise your job...
It's okay. He can't cut ties with our company. He might be able to get rid of me personally, but I wouldn't lose sleep over that.
You? What do you know?
What? Got something you don't want people to know?
Nakazato!
Bullseye, that's right, I know. You've been pocketing huge kickbacks from our company for every scientific equipment contract. And not for the lab, just for yourself. Isn't that right?
Tch, where'd you find it out?
Our meeting wasn't a coincidence. That day when I told Kuwamura I trusted him, he looked conflicted as he began to explain. Originally, I approached you to investigate a rumor. There was a suspicion your company was paying the young director personal kickbacks.
Personal kickbacks? I never authorized anything like that.
Exactly, you had no idea. The dealings were happening above your head. The fact that you were totally clean, and that we ended up clicking, that's why we became real friends. No lies there. You might doubt me, but...
No, I believe you. Don't worry.
Nakazato, thanks. I had a feeling you'd say that. Anyway, thanks to that, I have a few connections I can use to look into things at the Research Institute. Back to the point, if we can confirm those kickbacks, it'll be the best weapon we've got.
So you want me to dig around the inside the company, huh?
No, that's risky. Could be illegal.
But Rika's being threatened.
I can't just sit on my hands. Don't rush it. There are other ways. Since Kashiwabara Life Science Institute is private, kickbacks aren't illegal. But only if they benefit the institution. He never reported them. He pocketed everything himself.
I'm going to expose this. And how exactly? You don't have proof.
Oh, we've got proof right here. A voice called out from behind me. I turned to see Kuwamura entering with Section Chief Kiguchi. Sorry I'm late. Took a while to corner your boss. But she's willing to testify now, right, Kiguchi-san?
Ugh. Only because you threatened me with the recording.
You mean this little thing? Kuwamura showed off the wristwatch recorder.
Sales tricks? Well, it's not exactly by the book, but I promise personal kickbacks to the contact.
Kashiwabara Institute's young director, for example?
Exactly. That usually seals the deal.
That night, Ao met with Kiguchi hadn't been a coincidence. He skillfully drew out a confession from a fellow accomplice and secured this solid evidence. Presented with undeniable proof, the young director turned pale and slumped over in defeat. Still, even after all that, work doesn't just disappear. A few days later, I was back at the institute with our technician, here to deliver the mass spectrometer that was demanded with an impossible deadline. Since then, I reported everything to my company. Kiguchi was placed on house suspension.
Excuse me, Nakazato-san, the director is asking for you.
While working, a researcher approached and called out to me. Honestly, I figured this was coming. I left the work to Tadakuro and headed for the director's office.
Well, it looks like everyone relevant is here.
When I arrived, Rika was there, along with a twitchy young director, and even Kuwamura. Director Kashiwabara shot a sharp glare at her son.
Honestly, what a mess you've made.
I'm sorry, Mom.
I'll deal with your punishment later. First, let's deal with this side of things. How much should I offer as hush money and compensation?
Eh? You can milk it, you know. The blackmail over Rika's situation will cause more scandal than the kickbacks. She'll pay plenty. I meet Rika's eyes, then... We're not asking for anything.
I did make some poor decisions too. As long as he stays away from me from now on, that's enough.
But if anything like this happens again, I'll demand everything I'm owed.
You speak plainly despite keeping company with a bottom feeder like him.
Director Kashiwabara shoots a condescending glance at Ao. Bottom feeder?
Personal kickbacks are unethical, but an internal matter, the damage my idiot son caused the Institute, I can cover personally. People who try to publish such petty things are only looking to extort money.
Huh? Well, now, hold up. You're not wrong. Earning a favor from you isn't the worst move. And I won't deny being a bit of a bottom feeder. Kuwamura? But see, this time, it involves my buddy. I can't ignore that. Nakazato, what do you want to do? I want to go public with it. Then it's decided.
Wait! Even if you expose this, you won't gain anything.
Sorry, but our company president's already been informed. We can't stop it from going public.
I'm sure your president wouldn't want it out either.
That might be true, but he told me he's ready to take responsibility. And I believe I'm a president. Well then, director, that wraps up the negotiation. You can look forward to the article release.
Fine, I'll pay double. That's what you really want, right?
Tempting offer, but sorry. Friendship's not for sale. Let's go, Nakazato. Yeah, we'll take our leave now.
I'll return to my regular duties too.
Ignoring Director Kashiwabara's office, we left the office without hesitation. Later, Kuwamura's article, Research Institute Director's Son in Kickback Scandal, caused a minor stir in the public. Even Director Kashiwabara, who had previously let her son run wild, finally issued an official apology. In the end, both she and her son were forced to step down from the institute due to negligence and supervision. Kiguchi was also dismissed for spearheading the misconduct to improve her own performance. Furthermore, Hiroaki and Kiguchi were charged with fraud and breach of trust, resulting in prison sentences. Both the institute and our company filed civil suits for damages as well.
I'm sorry for what happened back then.
Ever since Rika and I got back together, she's apologized like this is now and then. It's fine, you did it all for my sake. But next time, don't worry about my position. Just talk to me. I'll do anything for you.
Thank you, Takeharu.
As Rika smiles in relief, I kneel down before her. Rika Haraga, will you marry me?
You really want someone like me?
I want the one who cares about me the most. So now, let me protect you too.
Yes, I'd love to. Me too. I'll stay by your side forever.
Yes, that's what they mean by after the storm comes the calm. You two make a great couple. To avoid suspicion that leaked internal company info, Kuwamura took on the dirty work himself. With the bond I built with Rika, Kuwamura, and the others, I'm sure we can overcome whatever lies ahead.
Your life changes when you get married. You just said that earlier. Is he running on auto, or does this man have an alarm embedded in him somewhere? Eito Tarai, 28, my younger coworker, always bragged about being married. The other day, he got married to his girlfriend, and single me has become his target. Tarai had started here about 6 months ago. He's always been a little hard to work with. Do you have a girlfriend? You don't look like you do. You look like you just stay on your computer at home. Shut up, leave me alone. He had some nerve, but he was good at his job. He'd be a great coworker if he would stay silent. But he would not. He was the type to enjoy my reaction to his bragging. Damn it. I couldn't believe he had a girlfriend and now he's married. What's wrong with this world? Is what I thought on the inside. Mr. Kuwana, are you angry? I'm sorry I got married before you. Okay, good for you, congrats. At first, I would react, but that was what he wanted. Now, I've learned to hold back my feelings. Look at this. My wife made meat and potatoes last night. Out of all things, it's my favorite dish. Since I stopped reacting, he was showing pictures of homemade dishes to a different coworker. In the beginning, I genuinely wanted to congratulate him, but seeing him like that every day made those feelings go away. Now, I only wished for his happiness to crumble. Anyway, the single man with no girlfriend is me, Taiga Kuwana, 29. I work in the information planning department and am in charge of AI tech support. I was sensitive to people's feelings. Because of that, it was hard for me sometimes. I don't think marriage is the only key to happiness. But I do want to get married someday. That's why I'm ashamed to admit that I couldn't just ignore Tarai's bragging about his marriage. Oh, Mr. Kuwana, don't worry. I'll get drinks with you today. My wife won't get mad if I just let her know. She's really kind. She's very maternal. Oh, I'm good. Really? Next time then. There's a lot I want to talk to you about. I'd think he was a cute little rascal if he wanted to do anything other than brag about his marriage. I cleaned up my workspace and left the office. I told Tarai I was good, but I don't really have any plans. This is my reality. But it was Friday. I didn't want to just go home, so I stopped by a random Oden shop. Marriage, huh? I'm forever single, so I don't know how married people feel. But being single is nice too. The chef was kind to me and listened to me complain. It made me want to cry even more. I know that marriage isn't the only key to happiness, but I'm jealous. My coworker is just showing off his happiness everywhere. I can't help but feel that way. I guess. You feel a lot of things when you're young. Here, this radish is on me. Chin up. Chef? Your kindness is so warm like this radish dish. It's warming up my cold heart. It was my first time at this food stall, but I had made the right choice. I couldn't believe how inviting this chef was. If only I had someone. The cold winter wind stabbed me. I reached out for some alcohol to warm me up.
Hello. That looks good.
Someone ducked through the curtains. She was unbelievably beautiful. A mature Gyaru vibe.
Oof, it's cold. I'll have a hot sake.
Alrighty. Thank you always, Miyu.
Thank you. I gotta have your oden and hot sake on a cold winter night.
I guess she was regular here. She spoke familiarly with the chef.
You want a hot sake too? It'll warm you up. Oh, but maybe you should drink too much.
Ho ho ho! His junior at work got married before him and he's sad. So, you're down, right?
Hey, chef.
Huh? So you want to get married?
This Miyu Takenaka stared at me and smiled. Well, yeah, I want to get married like any other person.
I see. Nice. But do you think that might just be because your junior keeps bragging to you?
Huh? No, that's not. She spoke carefreely, but I felt like she hit the nail on the head.
Sorry. That was a little mean. But you shouldn't marry just to beat someone, right? You gotta stop caring that he's bragging, right? I'll drink with you tonight.
Thank you. My heart had been overtaken with anger, but her smile made that go away. That night, at this random food stall, I had an encounter that would change my life. After that day, I would stop by the stall when I had time. I learned that she was 2 years older than me and worked as a temp.
Around 2 months ago, I started temping as a secretary at an office near here. I've been coming to this stall since then, and then I met you.
Wow, I can't believe you've worked at over 30 places. I respect that. Despite her gyaru speech and looks, she looked mature to me.
How's Mr. Bragg been?
Mr. Bragg, same as always. He came bragging to me today too.
Oh? You don't seem to care, though. I thought this when I first met you. I feel something deeper within you.
I was shocked by her observation skills. Who was this girl?
Well, a lot happens when you work, I guess. Wanna brag back? Here, you can pull me out.
How do I brag about this?
Huh? You don't know this rumor? That the man who pulls out a buried beauty increases his value in the love koi world?
I think that's a false rumor, Miyu.
What?
Sometimes she made no sense when she got drunk. I pulled her out. Let's go back to work. It's been a while since I met Miyu now. Right now, my company was working on a system that analyzes employee voices and quantifies stress or motivation. An emotion-based system.
Kuwana, this AI is supposed to analyze the employee's tone. Can you really know how people are feeling?
Yes. They say voice stability indicates feelings more than the words being said. For example, I'm fine. If you look at the sound waves, you can know that the person is actually not fine. Huh, that's interesting. So the AI knows whether I truly love my wife or not. Hey, this isn't for chatting about your love life. I know. If that were the case, you should use it instead of me. The goal of this emotion-based system was taking care of employees' mental health. This AI project aimed to lower stress levels in the workplace and prevent resignations. For this project, I was in charge of system operations and analyzing employee feedback. How's work been lately? Oh, Zen, hello! This was Zen Fujikura. He was a veteran systems engineer of 10 years. He worked in systems development at an AI company called Emotion Tech. The testing is going well, but the parts that can't be quantified are challenging. I see. I want to hear more. Would you like to get lunch after this? Of course. I've worked with Zen for a long time. He had much more experience than I did. I casually call him Zen because he asked me to do so, by the way. Kuwana, did you meet someone? We talked a little about work. Zen smiled at me. It was very seductive. Everyone at work is nice. My junior brags to me about his marriage, though. That's tough, but it seems like you're doing well. Also, I feel like that's not all. Huh? When I see your face, I feel like you met someone that wraps you up in warmth. The first person I thought of was Miyu from the food stall. Spending time with Miyu had given me strength. A few months ago, you looked exhausted. I was worried, but I'm relieved now. Zen, thank you. He had been worried about me, so he had asked me out for a meal. I was grateful. You look refreshed lately. It had become a regular thing for me to drink with Miyu at the food stall on weekends. I was taking a break now in the break room. Did you meet someone? Huh, no way. Of course not. I haven't heard anything. Oh yeah, I'm doing great with my wife. I'm so happy every day. I see. That's good. Good for you. Since I started talking with Miyu, I slowly stopped caring about Tarai's bragging. Lately, I've been genuinely able to feel happy for him. Huh? You seem fine. There's no way you met anyone. Maybe it was unexpected. Maybe I was no fun. Tarai looked disappointed. He really had been just enjoying my reactions all along. Tarai, what are you doing about your wedding? Recently, more couples opted out of having weddings, but he had been bragging as much as he had. I figured he'd definitely have one, but I haven't heard anything about that. Huh? Oh, the wedding. It was a weird reaction. Did I ask something I shouldn't have?
I was curious about that too.
I was wondering if you were going to do a wedding. How nice! A wedding. I'm envious.
Oh, well, my wife doesn't like to be the center of attention. We were thinking maybe we don't need to have one.
Really? Then you two can just take wedding photos. And my sister did that. I feel like wearing a wedding dress is a dream for a lot of women.
Our coworker seemed excited about the wedding talk, but for some reason, Tarai looked uncomfortable. The wedding. Well, oh yeah, look at this. It was my birthday Sunday. My wife made me this fancy meal. He pulled up a photo on his phone. Until now, I wouldn't have looked, but I was at ease now. I was curious, so I peeked.
Wow! Your wife is really good at cooking.
She is. She makes whatever I like if I ask. My wife insisted on taking this picture. There was a bunch of fancy dishes on the table. All the dishes were involved ones. Wow, but what is this feeling? Tarai sped through the pictures. I concentrated on what he was showing and realized something. Yesterday, my wife had a letter for me. You are kind. That's why I thought you were amazing. It said stuff like that. She's always so kind. I'm really happy I married her. Tarai shamelessly bragged about how much his wife loved him. Our coworker put her hands on her cheeks and seemed excited to hear this, but I was sure about something. Tarai, can we talk a bit after work? Huh? Sure, but what is it? Are you in love with me? No, geez. We can talk now if you want. I gazed straight at him. I think Tarai realized something. He answered quickly and we got back to work. Mr. Kuwana, what did you want to talk about? The department was going out for drinks at night. I told the others to head to the place first. Tarai and I stayed back. There's something I wanted to confirm before going. Food your wife made looks so good. I wanted to see the pictures again. You said she made you meat and potatoes before, right? Can I see? Heh, that's what this was. You have a cute side to you, huh? That's right. You're ashamed to be single, so you were acting tough in front of everyone, right? I'm sorry I never noticed. We should make plans to drink next time. He seemed proud of himself, but I didn't listen. I looked at the picture on his phone. Tarai, this picture from your birthday dinner, is it real? What? What are you saying? Of course it's real. Geez, Mr. Kuwana, just because you want this too. Are you jealous? It's one thing not to be married. A man being jealous is hard to watch. Tarai chuckled, but he couldn't hide the shock he felt. Don't get it twisted. I'm not jealous, and I'm not trying to make fun of you. Make fun? Whoa. I don't get it. Tarai snatched the phone back from me, but I was already sure. Tarai, you're left-handed, right? The man in the photo was holding his chopsticks with his right hand. That's just because the photo was flipped. It's hard to tell with photos. No, that photo must have been taken by your wife, who was probably sitting in front of you. It was probably taken with the outside camera. It would be flipped if it's mirrored, so if you took it in selfie mode... Also, if you look closely, there are two shadows. There's no way that would happen in reality. That just looks that way. And the shine. The soup and the plate have the same shine. What are you trying to say? I spoke plainly. Tarai glared. There was some fear in his eyes too. This is uniform light correction that is unique to AI. I'm saying this photo was AI generated. In that moment, when he was showing off his pictures with glee, I had noticed something odd. He never showed one photo for a long time. It was suspicious how he kept speeding through them. I was able to realize that Tarai is right-handed and called him out to confirm. I knew I shouldn't have shown you. You know too much about AI. Yeah, it's AI. I asked the AI to make the pictures. Tarai, I don't need your pity. If you want to make fun of me, just make fun of me. It was my fault for bragging to you about being married. Why did I brag to someone like you who knows so much about AI? I bet he never imagined that all the bragging would be to his detriment. Tarai, I didn't call you out here to make fun of you. Hear me out. But he didn't hear me. I realized that it was hard for humans to understand each other. You must already know. Fine, I'll admit it. My wife is AI. I fell for an AI bot and vowed to spend forever with my AI wife. I'm lonely. He clenched his fists and shouted this confession. He had chosen the path of AI marriage. He had been doing all that bragging about his marriage, but never tried to show us pictures of his wife. You were so shaken by the wedding talk. And also, how should I tell him? I thought hard.
Just now? What was that?
We were careless. When we turned, we saw our coworkers who should have been at drinks.
Well, she said she forgot something at her desk, so we all came back.
This is a shock, our manager whispered. The women were also in shock. But the most uncomfortable one here was none other than Eito Tarai. Oh, I'm sorry. I caused a scene. Sir, I don't feel so good, so can I skip the drinks?
Huh? Oh, I don't mind.
Hold up, Tarai. Let's talk. Tarai didn't hear me and ran away. There was only one thing I could do. My coworkers and I headed out for drinks. I'm bummed. I should have talked to everyone without running away. The next day, Tarai was regretting his decision to run away the night before. He knew people would be giving him looks, but he came in anyway. That sense of responsibility, that was one of the reasons he was good at his job. Tarai, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tarai.
Oh, good morning. His coworkers and I greeted him like normal. Tarai's mouth hung open and stayed that way.
Oh, Tarai, good morning. Great timing. I wanted to talk to you about the meeting today.
Everyone was so normal, but I guess that was even more uncomfortable for him. Why? Why aren't any of you saying anything? Just laugh. You found out the marriage I was bragging about was with an AI bot. Why? The office fell silent. Everyone looked at me to say something, so I spoke. Tarai, no one wants to make fun of you or laugh at you. There's no way. I bet you all laughed about me at drinks yesterday, too. Tarai, listen. You won't listen. I know it's because you're scared of rejection. So I'll say this first. We don't want to reject you, so hear me out. I looked at him and he fell silent. I guess he was ready to listen now. Tarai, I thought that there was no way AI could understand people's feelings. There's no way we could create AI that could have human emotions. It would be pointless even if we taught AI about feelings. Are you trying to start a fight with me? Flair doesn't complain ever. She's programmed not to. No matter how lonely I am with no one to talk to, Flair listens to me. Yeah, but that's because she's learning your voice and words. She's programmed to have a kind tone too. With pattern recognition, she's producing the most correct responses based on your voice, tone, and past logs. Flair is just the AI reflecting your own image of an ideal wife. What is this? So you are trying to start a fight. He must think I was rejecting his way of life, rejecting AI. No, the opposite. I want to thank you. I was the one that taught emotions and words to Flair. What? The AI he had married? Flair? As a systems learning engineer, I constructed a model that could learn emotion data. After that, as an AI conversation designer, I created conversation scripts and responses that matched certain emotions. Your loneliness makes you kind. That's why I thought you were amazing. You said that she told you this, and I thought your wife might be Flair. These were words I had taught the AI before. They were memorable phrases to me. Kuwana, are you okay? You don't look so good. A few years ago, I was stuck. AI development was difficult, and I was exhausted. Because of those struggles, I became sensitive to people's emotions. Zen, making AI understand human emotions, it may be impossible. Despite my feelings, the department head had moved forward with Flair. I didn't agree. Zen knew that I was struggling, so he tried to help. Flair was initially tested for office and work counseling. Later, the custom personality mode was released for frequent users.
Welcome home.
I'm home, Flair. Tarai communicated through voice only. Slowly, he began to fall for Flair. Huh? It's going on sale for the general public. There's gonna be a visual avatar, too. Flair would have a visual avatar. His feelings for her grew stronger. Flair was released before I was satisfied with it. But, hearing the responses from the employees that used the counseling AI, most importantly you, Tarai, you shined a light on my struggles. I couldn't be happier that you fell for Flair and made her your wife. Mr. Kuwana. Also, Tarai, you're not the only one that understands falling for an AI. The night before, I told my coworkers not to judge Tarai.
Of course not. I was a little surprised, but I also talked to an AI guy. It really makes me swoon, and it's comforting. They say exactly what you want to hear.
I also tried the AI chatbot, Lovekoi, that you told me about. It's a nice conversation partner.
These people were very familiar with AI. They were accepting. Tarai bowed his head deeply and apologized for his behavior up until now. What happened after that? Tarai felt bad about his bragging. He changed his behavior and became just a guy that was good at his job. Since you taught Flair her emotions, you're basically my wife, right? Why? Stop following me. He changed drastically and was unbelievably friendly toward me. Don't be so cold. I will spend the rest of my life repaying you. That's unfortunate. It was Zen. He wanted me to show him the food stall. You're Mr. Fujikura from Emotion Tech. Unfortunate? What does that mean? Huh? You didn't know? Mr. Kuwana has a time limit. 1.5 years. What? Time limit? He's an employee at my company, Emotion Tech. What? Why didn't you tell me? Well, I thought you'd hear from somebody. My bad. I was an employee at Emotion Tech. I was here on assignment. Back then, Zen was worried about how tired I was. He suggested distancing myself from the office for a while. He had talked to the higher-ups about assigning me here as tech support.
Oh, it's lively today, Taiga. Hey, mister. When Taiga is here, I sit next to him. It's a rule.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, Miyu.
Hello. You look happy today. I'm glad.
I had been frazzled. Miyu's smile was like the sun coming out after the rain. But I wouldn't get off so easy today. Mr. Kuwana? Who is she? Is this your girlfriend? Hey, Tarai, stop. I will not. She looks exactly like Flair. Oh, she does. I believe Kuwana was in charge of Flair's visual design. It's a coincidence. Yeah, I just met her. It's not what you think.
Could it be that I'm your type, Taiga?
I couldn't produce a reaction like this. Even if I wanted to teach it, I didn't have it in me. I had 2 weeks left on my assignment. I thought I would never see her again after that. But after my assignment finished, she would come to a motion tech as a temp. In that moment, though, I had no idea what was in store.